Welcome to the Rec Room Podcast. I'm gonna load this music up and then we're gonna get to it. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Trey, this the first time you've been first,
Stop
bro.
playing with me, dog. Stop playing with
That's
me.
different.
Hello.
He said that. Donnie.
What's up, Donnie? What's good?
Trey on time today?
Hey, Donnie, this the first time he's ever been first, man.
Nah.
Ever.
I got an excuse.
We 25 in, you know what I'm saying?
25. Nah. So look, I just left out of True Last basketball game, man. So.
Oh, okay.
How was it?
Man, we won again, man. He got a nice little team, but you got parents. We got to do a show about youth sports parents and how they be tripping like during the games, dog. Like at the refs, like they don't like everything. They want the refs to ref like it's the NBA, and it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They take them sports super
They take
serious,
it so
bro.
seriously.
Bruh, basketball and in football, man, they want to fight. They had to stop the game. They had to stop the game to tell the parents to chill because they were losing and they were mad.
Yeah.
My son, my son's team was cooking them, but it's like people, you know what I mean? You losing.
Yeah,
You losing.
that's
But
how it
anyway,
go.
this is the last game of the year. Now we're about to go back to the flag. We're about to sign up for
Okay.
flag for Baltimore. So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know
busy.
what I'm about to say? So I today I was getting my car washed, right?
In the
And
rain,
I'm
go ahead.
In the rain.
Go ahead.
Well, you know
Go
what?
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead. Keep going.
I had looked at the forecast. Now this was around noontime, and it said that it was no rain on the forecast. So I said, you
Okay.
know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to, get my car washed. So
True.
while I'm getting my car washed, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop the music. So while I'm getting my car washed,
Mm-hmm.
a guy walks up to I get it washed and then I'm vacuuming the car. And while I'm doing that, this guy walks up to me and he's like, hey man, my wife, he said that he live in the neighborhood I live in. Just coincidence. I don't know if he lying on that, but he looked put together, whatever. He was like, man, my wife left me or something. He said my wife put me out.
Shit.
And I've been out here for a couple days and I just need a couple dollars or whatever. And I was like, well, man, I don't really got no cash on me or nothing like that. He's like, well, I got Cash App. And I was like, man, I really don't got.
How you homeless with a cash app?
Man, but so I was like, man, I said, I really don't got it. He said, that's cool. He said, I just saw a brother, so I thought I would ask. And in my mind, I'm just like, okay, but it was kind of like, I don't know if I could really trust it like that. So my thing is, I'm always downtown, and I'm always not always, but I give the homeless people ask for money all the time. So sometime here and there, I might, if I got cash on me, or I might get them something to eat. It just depends. But I can't do that shit all the time.
Dog, bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Dog, but how you got the cash app though? Like you.
You said how you got
Cash
cash app and
So
he
you
homeless.
giving me options.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
If I swear I can give it to you this way. You see what I'm saying?
But my question is, do you all give people, or have you in the past given homeless people money or something to eat before?
All the time. But I have to be led to do it. I'll feel it in me if this person really needs it.
Right.
But a lot of the time I get upset when it's men that ask me. Like, especially like when I'm coming out of the grocery store and I got a basket full of groceries, you ain't offering to help me, but
Come
you
on
can, ask me, do I have some change? Like, I think that's very offensive and I probably won't give you anything then.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't mind
No, I
giving
feel
if
you.
I can. But if you tell me you got a cash app, I'm gonna be like, well, your cash app still gonna be on hold because
Yeah, it was just a little iffy. I'm like, you out here 2 days, and
It
it's
be the
like, but
young
you an
It be the
adult.
young boys that get me though.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what
know,
I'm saying?
bro. Healthy, they look
dog,
healthy.
Like dog, you like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like how are you on how are you on this time? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Like
know,
Right.
bro.
have you applied for a job at the store you standing in front of? You
But
see
do
what I'm
you think
saying?
it's
Yeah.
offensive to ask them?
To ask them to go get a job. I
Yeah.
mean,
Like,
I think that we gotta be careful with that too, though. Like especially
yeah.
like if it's a female and she's saying that, like you don't really know. You know what I mean? What
Yeah, I
time
Hmm.
are
don't
you on?
ask too many questions.
Yeah,
Either I
yeah,
got it or I don't. And but the thing
right.
about it is, what I say is, by me being downtown, it happens constantly. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right.
if I give somebody something as many times as I'm asked, I mean, I wouldn't have that much. So it just
Yeah,
Yeah.
come
depends
on,
on the
man, bro. You
Do
gotta
you
situation.
feel
grind, bro.
bad when you say no?
Um, no, I don't feel bad. I mean, I look at it like this. I mean, you never know what somebody's going through, but I
Yeah.
think that when you have your health and strength, then you have a chance to do anything if you live
Yeah.
Absolutely.
in America. Now, I'm not judging nobody. Everybody got a story, and we all
Yeah,
have downtime, so I
yeah,
don't do too much judging on it.
yeah.
Hmm.
But no, I don't feel bad per se. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's just it's you see it so much. I think that you see so much of this type of stuff, sometimes you can get what you
No.
call it, numb to it. But I'm not numb,
Yeah.
like not caring, not
Yeah,
giving a
yeah. Of
fuck, but
course,
just
of
like
course.
life go on. I got to keep it moving, keep it pushing. I
Yeah.
can't really
Yeah.
dwell on certain things. So
And so
it's more or less like that.
we have I was in a men's group and we would go to shelters, you know what I'm saying? And we would feed the homeless at the shelter. But I don't feel obligated every time somebody asks me for something when I'm going into the store.
For
You see what I'm
sure.
Hmm.
saying? Come
Hmm.
on,
T
bro.
Streets,
What's up? What's up?
What
Hey,
what's
up, big
good?
boy?
T.
You here?
What's good?
How
Well,
y'all
I'm gonna go
doing?
Yeah.
ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the show. Welcome
Do
to
this
the
thing,
Rec Room
bro.
Podcast. This is episode number 25, I
Bam.
believe.
Easy.
Hey.
And the topic for tonight is, have women gone too far with surgeries? And we're gonna
Mm,
touch on the BBL surgery craze,
mm,
the myth of the perfect body, the high mortality rates with the surgery, and then we're gonna ask the question, why women, with knowing the facts and things that can happen, why do they still want the surgery?
mm,
But
Hmm.
before we get into all that, we got some other stuff. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna talk about a lot of other stuff besides that, but that's gonna be the main topic.
mm.
But the first thing I want to get to is the fights this weekend. I mean, the fight
Oh,
that happened last weekend with
the
Errol
surgery.
Spence fought Terrence Crawford. It was for the what you call it? It was for the belt, but it was what was it?
It
T
was for
Streets.
the unified title, with WBC, WBO, and I forgot
Okay.
the name of the other two belts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Errol
Gold
Spence
belt.
lost, but the fashion that he lost in was crazy to me. I was going for Errol Spence to win, and he
Mm,
didn't. He
mm,
got punished, and to me, it just looked. I don't know. I think that he's a better fighter than what happened. So I don't. He didn't make no excuses. I'm not trying to make any excuses for him. He did have to cut a lot of weight before the fight. They were saying that how much bigger he was than Terrence Crawford, but he didn't look that way in the fight, and so that means he wasn't fighting at his natural weight, which I think is 154. He fought at
mm-hmm.
147. So
Mm-hmm.
not
Hmm.
making excuses, but he got punished. I don't know if it has anything. Some people were saying that he hasn't looked the same since the accident, but they don't want that as an excuse because he won
Mm-hmm.
some fights before that.
Okay.
Him losing, I can understand losing, but the way he lost, it just seemed like something was off. What y'all think?
Man, that
Um,
boy,
go ahead. Go ahead, T.
he was outclassed in that fight. It was Crawford doesn't normally start that fast. The first round, filling him out, but normally he takes 4 rounds to fill you out. Second round, bing, on the deck.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was over
Hmm.
after that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I
Now,
mean,
a
go ahead.
doctor came out, and now I don't know how credible the doctor was, who he was, but it's circulating, and they was basically saying that he has neurological damage, and you can tell by certain his mannerisms and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I mean, I know it's possible. I don't know how true it is. What do you think, Trey, about the fight?
So he had two fights. He had two fights after the accident, right? Previous to Crawford. He's fought in Danny Garcia, who's a reputable fighter, and he fought Ugas. He beat both of them. They didn't say shit about no accident, no damage, whatever. At when he beat those two guys, and Ugas is nothing to play with. He got outclassed, just like T said. He was given a master class in boxing. If anything, I think that Crawford's biggest advantage was his insecurity about him being small all his life. He said he learned to fight because he was getting bullied. So I think that psychological
Hmm.
thing where he has that whatever medium Napoleon complex where he like nah. So every guy that he's fought, they say that he's bigger than Crawford. Every guy. He's knocked out 10 straight dudes. He basically knocked out Spence. That's 11 straight people. Like this is what he does. I just think he's just a better fighter
Hey, you
than
know what I
Spence. You know what
forgot?
I'm saying? He's a
I
better
hate to
fighter.
cut you off,
No,
but I
you
didn't even
good.
introduce us, so I'm gonna do it now. You got me, E1, as your host. We got Trey
let
Falango.
me run it back. Let me run
Yeah,
it
we
back.
gotta
Run it
rewind. We
back.
gotta rewind, man. We gotta rewind.
Rewind.
We gotta rewind. You know, we got Trey in the building. We got
True,
T
true.
Streets, and we
Yep.
have our special guest who's on here
T
all the
Street.
time, and I always have to give a round of applause because it's always appreciated. We got
Ab-
Miss Dawn.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely. She
So
here.
yeah,
She
I
here with the
forgot about
beehive.
that.
She got the beehive. She got the beehive
Hey,
in
That
here.
so
D
In
have.
here with
Hey,
us. And
everybody.
and listen, anybody looking for AG, he's somewhere in Ecuador right now because
yeah, he's
that's what
out
he
the
does.
country.
He's the most interesting man in the world. So you never know where he might be, calling in from.
Hey,
But
so
yeah,
Hmm.
look.
go ahead.
Now go ahead. What you about to say?
Nah, so I just think that my man just ran up against somebody that's just better than him. He the fight went 9 rounds. He could have hurt that boy in five. He could have
Yeah,
got
he
him up
had
out of there in
respect. He had
five,
respect
bro.
for him.
He did. He did. He did. So yeah. So he just took him to school. And Teddy Atlas been around boxing for over 50 years. Teddy Atlas was like this. He thinks that from the accidents and the beating that he took, he needs to take at least 1 year off before he gets back in the ring with anybody. Because
Yeah.
he took bro, he was taking shots to the head, bro. He
I mean,
has
he
his back
was,
regular,
but he was, but I'm gonna be honest.
like
Like,
mean shots from a
he
power puncher.
was, but the way they were saying that the way he swole up so quick, that shouldn't have happened. I mean, he was getting hit. He
But
was,
he
and
was
toward the end, but I don't know, man. I think it was a little deeper than, in my opinion, I think it was a little deeper than him being outclassed and everything like that. I don't
Hey,
think he
stop
get.
making excuses.
No,
yeah,
I'm
he making
no, no,
excuses,
no, no,
dog.
no, no.
Come
Listen,
on,
listen,
E.
listen,
Making them
listen.
excuses.
No,
He
listen.
got it.
You listen,
The boy
listen,
got his
listen.
ass whooped. The boy
No,
got his ass
listen,
whooped.
listen. You don't go 30-0 and then get punished like that. That's not how it
Dog.
goes. You know what I'm
It
saying?
happens.
He
It
It,
he
I
happens.
mean,
never
it
Come
definitely
on, man.
can
he
Y'all ain't gonna
never
do
ran he
happen.
never ran into
nah,
somebody like
man.
that, dog. This dude, dog, Crawford is
Ain't
just
nothing I
that
can
dude.
say. He took the L, and I'm whatever y'all say. You
Bruh, he
know what
had
I'm
your man
Hey, he
saying?
took the
looking like
L, sent that man to
bruh.
heaven on roller
God,
skates.
hey, on
He
roller
took the
skates.
L. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Bruh. Dog.
So in other news,
Go
right
ahead,
now,
bro.
this one is
Sorry about that, E.
since we talking about sports. This one is gonna be a little funny because this is about this is Dwight Howard, right? So Dwight
Oh
Howard
shit.
is
mm,
he is a retired. Is he retired? He's retired NBA. I don't know if
Nah,
he
nah.
retired,
He
but
He
plays
playing he playing
he,
China.
in China.
oh,
okay.
Yeah.
okay. 'Cause
So
I was
he's
gonna
a
say,
former NBA player, actually a very good player.
Yeah, he
He
was.
may make it to the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. But he's gotten caught up, and there's been rumors of him, in the past. But the headline reads that Dwight Howard's alleged text messages with gay boyfriend leaks, and it says Dwight Howard's alleged DMs with his gay
Bruh.
boyfriend leaks. Right now, they assuming that this is alleged. This is what this site is calling it, but we don't know if it's real, if it's not. Who knows? But it just says NBA star is currently being sued by a gay man who claims that the NBA baller lured him to his home to have a threesome with a transgender and then assaulted him. And the man
Bruh.
claims to have receipts to prove that Dwight Howard, they were having an intimate relationship. So, according to Stephen Harper, the two met on Instagram when the accuser slid into Dwight's DMs using his secondary Instagram account, right? Now I don't know what guy would talk on IG with. Who knows though, right? So it says in the lawsuit, Stephen claimed that Dwight responded to his Instagram message by texting him the devil emoji after allegedly sending Howard his cell phone number. Harper claimed that conversation got spicy. I think he's saying he went over there and I guess somehow Dwight Howard had another guy there or transgender and I don't know and he got assaulted or something like that, man. T got some of the text messages that they had in there and it's kind of
man.
Wild, man.
I wait let me get my popcorn so I'm about to listen to you read these texts. Go ahead, bro.
All right, before I start, anybody listen to the Joe Budden podcast, or if you just want to hear a funny version of this being read, check out Joe Budden podcast where he reads the Dwight Howard tweets.
Okay.
Dwight starts it off sending the demon emoji.
Okay, so that's a code.
What did
you already?
The demon is the demon. The demon. Hey, bro,
he on that time.
That's what it seems like.
So dude respond, "What's up, Sec?"
Okay.
You still there, T Street?
He sounded like Gerald Levert when he was doing it. And his phone dropped. That make it more funny. Hey, bro. Hey, go ahead,
you back now?
I'm back.
Yeah, you back.
Yeah, you back now.
We
lost you for a minute.
You read the first one, and then after that, we couldn't hear you.
No, what did I say? I don't.
We didn't hear the response to the demon text. The demon.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So you got to start all the way over, baby.
Go ahead.
So you say he started off with the demon text.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, T. Jones must be going all the way in the
Oh my God! Don't try to hear this because
hey, but why did you stop right before he started reading? Like,
I
know. Somebody sabotaging my man.
Yeah, I'm going out.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, starting there.
Go ahead, dog.
Okay, dude responded, "What's up, sexy?" Dwight, what you doing? Dude, I was helping my sister cook, just chilling. What you doing, babe? Dwight, thinking about that meat.
Oh my God.
Dwight get right to the point. So dude respond, "You trouble."
There's no way this is real, bro.
Yo, this is crazy.
Way.
So Dwight's like, "LOL."
Oh, he went out again.
Oh Lord! Hey, dog. I bet you it's somebody. That's probably stopping my man movement. Go ahead. Oh, there you go.
Hold on. What was I want it? Hold on. I heard that.
Hey, that sounds crazy. The only thing we heard you say is you want it, man. No, what's going on with that internet?
Hey, bro.
The bottom line is Dwight seemed like he got a little thing going.
I'm going in and out.
Of course, it's all good.
Yeah, you definitely are.
You was like
but it could be alleged. So even though that this is coming out, it's not for sure that this is, I don't want to say this is facts. With Dwight Howard, he's always been known as a playful guy and stuff like that. I think he has a girlfriend. Actually, one of his girlfriend is a female basketball player who's pretty attractive. So who knows if it's true, but it is wild and it is suspect. But I also wanted to talk about Damar Hamlin. And for those who don't know, this was big news. Damar Hamlin was is a player on the Buffalo Bills, and last year he fell out on the football field, and this was like national news because honestly, I thought it was almost seeming like he had passed away on the football field.
Oh no, he definitely did. We seen his soul leave his body,
and he got carted away, and he recovered, and now he's cleared to play, and he will be playing this year. So That's scary. Trey, if you was an
Sheesh.
NFL team, would you
Mm.
feel and you know that he's cleared to play? You as an NFL owner, would you be scared to have him on your team?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would have just but see that just shows you how like I can literally die right in front of you and then just because somebody else saved me, okay, get your ass back to work. You good. They could have gave my man some type of role
Mm-hmm.
within the organization, but the reason why they're not going to do that is because they don't want to mess up the product. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll rather put you back out there. That's why Chris Bosh stopped playing. The NBA, the teams were scared to sign him because of his heart condition. And he
True.
Mm-hmm.
and you see what I'm saying? But the NFL is like a meat factory with these young black men. They hardly want to pay running backs. You could die on the damn field, and 3 months later, you good. And then they got him out here doing all these type of different press things or whatever. But my man literally died, bro. So me personally, as a owner, I wouldn't like me. I was like, nah, bro. Listen, you could come work with us, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm personally traumatized by what I saw. I feel you and everything. We'll just pay you what you was making, and we could work the rest out. That's me personally. And if even if that was my son, I'm like, son, nah, we good on that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm
true.
saying? Like, listen, we can do 10 million. We can do 10 million things, but that's
I just
that's just me
hope
personally.
I just hope that he remains healthy. I know that's
Hmm.
Yeah.
I figure, the doctors are not gonna play games because everybody knows it could be a
Hmm.
liability. So if they're
Absolutely.
actually clearing him to play, I think that's dope. I just pray that that nothing else like that happens to him because that was crucial. And I think that's kind of been the first time we've seen people get carted off, and we've seen
Hmm.
situations where
Yeah.
players get hurt and
You
get
seen somebody die
taken
too.
off on a stretcher.
Hank
But
Gathers.
okay,
Yeah.
because but in
Yeah.
my lifetime, I've never seen anything
Yeah.
quite like
Yeah.
that. So
Yep.
that was kind of
19,
crucial.
1990, college basketball player named Hank Gathers. He passed away. He actually dropped dead right on the basketball court.
Yeah, I
Oh
remember that
yeah, I thought you were
story.
talking about
Yeah,
Yeah.
football.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you also had Reggie Lewis from the Celtics.
Yeah, in
I was
basketball,
watching
yeah,
that
that's
game,
happened.
bro. Right? Remember he kept falling down like during the game. He fell down maybe like twice, and then they
Mm.
took him out, and then they tested him, and he had like a heart like a real heart defect, man. So it's scary, bro. It's scary.
No, it
Yeah.
for sure it is. And then other news, I don't know if you all use Twitter. I have a Twitter account, and but it's not called Twitter anymore. So Elon Musk has taken over Twitter,
Mm,
and he explains why he's rebranding Twitter to now it's called X. And so, I mean, whatever that's
okay,
about. So he says
okay.
Elon Musk recently explained why he decided to rebrand Twitter to X and noted
Mm,
that it's more than just a name change. Instead, it represents his plans to create an everything app.
okay.
Twitter
Mm.
was acquired by X Corp both to ensure freedom of speech and has an accelerant for X, the everything app. This is not only simply a company renaming itself, but doing the same thing. Must explain. So, I
Mm-hmm.
guess when you buy something, you do what you want to do. That's the bottom
Okay.
line. So I guess you know
I
what I
mean,
mean.
pretty much. I
So
mean,
I
I
guess
didn't understand the why they were changing it. I thought it was fine the way that it is, but if it's yours, you want to rebrand, go on do your
yeah,
thing.
it's kind of. I mean, I guess you get used to it, but something that's been a certain name for years. I guess he got
Yeah.
his own plans. Things change, whatever. I only use it because I've been had an account, but I only use it because
Uh-huh.
man, we do the pod, so
How does
I
your
send
I
out
don't even
tweets.
have a
how does
Twitter.
the how does the format look on there? E? Is it is it
Uh,
is
it
it
looked the
is it
same.
X or something?
It's the same format. It's just that it's changed to X, so
Okay.
the symbol is black,
Okay.
Yeah.
with a
Okay.
silver X in it. But I mean, other than that,
It
it
serves the
seems
same purpose.
it
It does the
seems like
same
it's the
thing. Yeah.
same thing. So
I I think that he probably already had that planned out. I just think that it took time, but don't forget he tried to get out of that deal, and then the owners of Twitter was going to sue him. So he wound up going through with the deal. So I'm not sure if he. That sounds like something he probably would have already had planned out if it went through. Because what he
True.
only owned it what like 3 months now,
Yeah,
like
it
three
ain't even
months.
been that long. So
Okay, okay, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so in the chat, someone said he lying. He just freaked out. He named it X cause of what did it say? Be on there. So
okay.
I guess because of the type of content that be on there, maybe
That
that was the
that's
oh,
possibly
okay.
yeah.
he has some type of motive for that. He let Trump back on. So you know what I mean. He's
Hmm.
basically releasing a lot of people back into the environment that was blocked on Twitter. So
Hmm.
who knows? Who knows?
He definitely got plans to do
Yeah,
something. But
absolutely. That's
Yeah.
Elon.
the
Yeah.
so we can already get into this. Well, yeah, we can already get into a lot now. So we can already get into these real topics, right? So just hilarious had made a post, right? And basically she was talking about how basically transgender women are getting looked out for more than regular women, and I'm gonna
Mm.
just play what she said.
Mm.
Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never ever get. You'll never be that.
That's what she had to say. So
Whew.
so that's something I'm gonna let Danya open up on about that, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna just
thank you.
ask you, do you agree with her? Like, do you feel like transgender women are getting put to the forefront, and then that takes away from biological women?
I don't think they're necessarily getting put to the forefront, but I do feel like they're making a lot of noise on behalf of women. And me being a biological woman, it is not fun. Periods are not fun.
Mm.
So with
Talk to him.
the whole thing behind it was there was another TikToker that
Mm-hmm.
basically said something along the lines of that we don't own womanhood or we don't own periods. And it's like, why would you want to claim having a period? Like,
And
it's
why would
not
you want to
fun.
argue about this shit?
Why would you want to argue about that? Because if you die today or tomorrow, at the end of the day, you're still going to be biologically a male. So it's almost like I have an issue with when trans women try to speak for real women because real women don't have to go out here. We don't have to get enhancements or take
Mm.
hormones or get surgeries to
Mm.
appear to be a woman. It's just naturally given to us. I think some of us could be considering them to we could be flattered that they want to emulate us, but at the same time, you can't speak on behalf of women and think that women are going to be, like going to agree with what it is that you're saying or what it is that you do. You're imitating us. You are not us. So you don't have claims or rights to speak for us. And I think that's where the outrage came with Just Hilarious. We are the gatekeepers. We can have the babies. We populate the earth.
Mm.
So don't diminish us by being women because you want to be us. That's my whole take on it. I
Donnie,
don't like
Don,
it.
hey Donnie, Tata said, "Shit, they can have my period, especially when I'm balled over in pain."
Exactly. Exactly. Like they do not, they have no idea. It disrupts you on a
Hey,
monthly
bruh.
basis. This is not something that we get every once in a while. For some of us, yes, if you have those types of issues, but for a monthly on a monthly basis, it disrupts a lot of things. And the things they're painful, they're very painful for a lot of us women, for it's embarrassing, because I know for someone like myself, mine's come whenever it feels like it wants to, like it's
Yo,
never on schedule. So at any given time, if I'm out and it comes, I ain't got nothing to back me up. Like, why would you want to have that, and like that's a good thing to have? No.
Well, my thing is, I'm looking at it from the aspect of having transgender women participate in sports with biological women,
hell
and,
no.
and, and they've already
No.
and they've already seen where I can't even remember what sport it was, but they let them
Wrestling,
participate.
wrestling,
Yeah, it was something, and the
and track.
yeah, and so that's like that's unfair. So
Absolutely,
you're born a
absolutely,
man,
Is.
and so you're going to be stronger, naturally faster, all of those things
absolutely,
naturally, right? And now
absolutely.
you get to
Yeah.
compete with biological women. That the transgender women are going to win every time.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
don't get that. You
I
know what I
think
mean?
so too. I mean, physically, with not saying that us women aren't strong, but come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
It's
Madonna.
it's
Yeah,
a big difference, when you're competing up against someone who was born biologically male up as opposed to a woman.
Yeah.
You
listen,
have different levels of strength, and your guys are built with testosterone. We
absolutely,
have estrogen.
absolutely. I
You
see
know what
my
I'm
daughter.
saying?
I see
For
my daughter
sure.
out there on a wrestling match, basketball. I'm walking on the court. I'm gonna take my daughter by her hand, and we walking on, because I'm not even gonna play this game with you. I'm not gonna play this game with you. They had a wrestling match when they first passed the bill, right? What was it,
Mhm.
like 3, 4 years ago?
Mhm.
Bruh, they had a wrestling match. This dude stomped my girl, homegirl out, slammed her,
That's
all that, and,
crazy,
and
man.
was happy for the win. Like was like, you know what I mean?
Proud
Like
like he
like
did
he
something.
proud. Like he just
Yeah.
smashed. You just smashed this girl. The girl's probably like 14. But if I'm the
Mhm.
parents, I'm like, hell no. Y'all got listen. What? Come on, come on, come on. No, no, no. I'm walking on the mat. I'm gonna take my daughter hand. We walking off. And don't follow me. And don't ask me shit. We out. We out.
Exactly.
We doing
Like,
something else. Nah, I'm
mm-mm,
not gonna. I'm not.
nah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not
Nah,
gonna
I
do
feel
that.
you. Well,
I
what you
don't.
feel about it, T Streets?
Yeah, T, what's going on with it? How you feeling about it, baby? Is he
Yeah,
on?
I'm not. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yep, we hear
Yeah.
you, bro. Go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what led up to her making the statement. Well, she's telling the truth. It comes off harsh. I'm sure it comes off harsh. I'm sure people they're mad. I've seen some of the backlash, but
Mm.
it is what it
Mhm.
is. I mean, that's it's just simple as that. All she did was tell the truth, speak the truth from a woman's
Yeah.
point of view and how they feel.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
And
real
I
shit.
agree with her. I mean, maybe they were upset with her delivery and how she said it because it came off aggressive. Now, a lot of people trying to say that she have issues with it mainly because once maybe back a few years ago somebody referred to her as looking like a trans
Yeah, yeah.
male.
They were. Yeah, they used to
Yeah,
try to call
so
her.
Wait, say that again.
They
yeah,
used to
so
say that she looked like a transy. I'm sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead. Well, a transgender person. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Oh,
yeah, a
okay.
trans
Well,
woman
who
or
you talking
I
about?
don't
Jess
know.
Hilarious?
Yeah, they was
Yeah, just
saying
Well, they
that.
hilarious.
still be saying that.
Still
Yeah,
be saying
so
that, dog.
maybe they're looking at it like she's taking it out on the fact that that's what they say about her. But I feel like she did speak fact when she said what she said,
She
and
had to say that.
yeah,
Th-
she had to, because basically she started out like, who is going to speak up for us
Yeah,
biologically?
and she
Because
should
with
not be
the
the only
community,
person saying that though. She should not be the
yeah,
only woman.
Exactly. And with the community in a whole, they ride for their people. They don't care.
Absolutely.
They will ride for them, but we don't have a lot of people speaking up for us women. Like us women, we had to go through a lot to be in the positions that we are
And you
today.
still going through a
And
lot
we're
of shit.
still going through a lot of adversities just to, be looked at as an equal or be taken seriously. So for a trans woman to come in and believe that they're better than a real woman, a woman who was born biologically, it makes no sense. And I feel like I side with her.
And
I side with
No.
her.
the craziest shit about the division and how we get caught up in so much of this bullshit is they'll have a community of people putting their sexuality before their race.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
so
true.
so it's so it's like it says just hilarious versus transgender woman or whatever. They two black people going at it, but just hilarious is like, yo, nah, no,
Yeah.
no, like I'm actually a woman. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it's just so much bullshit. We don't have parades talking about straight men don't have parades talking about how much we love vagina with posters and all that shit. We go home and we do what we do. We love women.
Yeah.
The issue is just the over sexuality part, and it's out
Yeah.
of control. Where
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell someone of the opposite sex that they don't own their sex. So
Yeah.
this shit sounds stupid.
Yeah.
No,
You
it
see what I'm
is.
saying?
It
Now
really does.
It
I'm a
sounds crazy.
so I want to ask y'all about this, right? This is something else, right? So y'all gonna have to help me pronounce this, man.
Go ahead.
So, lately, well, it was a story on this one guy, and it's about how do you say it? Polyamorous relationships. How you pronounce that, Danya?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous, right?
Yeah.
Polyamorous
You know that
amorous
real
relationships,
well,
right?
Donnie. Hmm.
And so look, so I'm gonna ask y'all after I read this, I'm gonna ask y'all how do y'all feel about these type of relationships. So it says, what is a polyamorous? Is that how you say it? And
You sound like a dinosaur.
Polyamorous.
The way you sound, you sound like a
So
polyamorous,
dinosaur.
poly is the first word and then it's
poly.
amorous.
Okay, polyamorous. All right,
There you
Yes.
what is
go.
a polyamorous, and how do these relationships work? Right.
Mhm.
So it says, people express love in different ways, and no
Mhm.
relationship is the same, which is why polyamory and the ability to have a relationship with more than one person has become an increasingly common topic of discussion.
Mhm.
However, although most people have heard the term, not everyone is clear on the meaning of the logistics of how these non monogamous relationships work.
Mhm.
Uh, Polyamory, which is defined as loving more than one person, is often mistakenly considered the same as an open relationship, which is
Mhm.
not always the case. In reality, polyamorous relationships are unique in that they are comprised of multiple loving partnerships. A polyamorous relationship is a type of non monogamous relationship that differs from other relationships in that multiple people are involved, not just two. According to the New York City relationship expert and author Susan Winter, who spoke to The Independent, a polyamorous relationship is often characterized by a primary couple that openly and with mutual consent engage with other romantic partners. These sexual liaisons may be enacted as a couple or independently. However, even polyamorous relationships differ by couples. For some people, polyamorous relationship involves being in a relationship with multiple people, but having one main partner. For others, polyamory is the possibility of being with two completely separate relationships. I'm confused. So, so I mean, all that shit sound crazy to me. But my thing is this, right? I don't. If you're gonna, if that's the new thing and that's what people are doing, I just feel like why be in a relationship at all?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell each other that, hey, you know what I mean? We not in a relationship. I date other people and you date other people. What it seems like people are doing, or probably seems like it's fixed for the guys, is the guys saying that
Absolutely.
it's
Mm-hmm.
me and I date you, her and her. We all know
Mm-hmm.
about it. We all hang out together. We all sleep in the same bed. I think that's what it's catered to. I'm
Yeah.
not sure,
That's what it
but
sounds like now, because back in the day, polygamy it was supposed to be like you're married, so when they saying now polyamorous is like you don't have to be married, you could just have multiple partners, and these multiple partners could be either of the same sex or of the opposite sex. So I feel like that's just a new way of being able to cheat. Like you could cheat in peace, and you don't have to get the consequence behind it. You don't have to be reprimanded behind it. I don't agree with it, but to each his own. If you happy, I support you on it. I don't got a problem with it.
what you think, Trey?
Bruh. So I blame white people, okay?
I
Because
do too.
it wasn't no black people doing all this shit
I was
before.
saying it,
You seen what's my man for the Hugh Hefner, all that shit. Jack Tripper, Three's Company, all that shit is polyamory, right? So check it out. When you on Facebook and you go on, it's a website. It's not a website. It's a page. Excuse me.
but
Black Black and Poly. Okay. It is 29,000 people. This fucking group.
are you
I'm telling
serious?
you, it's 20 It's
Twenty nine
29,000
thousand.
black people
Twenty-nine
in this
thousand.
group. This page was created 10 years ago. So,
Black
so
poly.
black. It's called Black and Poly. So I would just say that is people who obviously, well, it's people that are in these groups that are married and are really trying to live that Utah type of shit where you got like 8 9 wives. They had the show called Sister Wives. I actually had a homegirl who said she would not be opposed to being a sister wife, and she was dead serious. About,
Gee,
about,
I'm
about
sorry.
probably about 4 or 5 years ago, she said that she wouldn't be opposed. Now, why would she say that? She said it because of the fact where she's like she doesn't have to cook every night. It'll be the other girl's night. She might do the laundry. The other girl might do the sex. Thursday might be the sex night for the other girl. She might want to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
but it's like women are so to me like this. You know how I look at it. I thought about it like this, right? So you know how you see that show called Snap,
yeah,
Yeah,
and women snap on a man and kill him.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like that if I'm a man and I have several women, and we're all in a relationship, we live together, we sleep in the bed. Some nights I sleep with you,
Mhm.
some nights I sleep with both of y'all.
Mhm.
You cook this night, that night. I don't think I think that would create. I think one woman would get jealous of another woman.
Yes.
And if
That
you really
happens.
Yes.
love somebody, and when women fall in love, well, with guys too, but when people fall in love, they fall in love hard.
Yeah.
And you're in love with this guy, and so is the other female, and then you
Mm-hmm.
could be sleeping. She feels like you sleeping with her more than you sleeping with her, and all that. And then you
So
got
E.
all these women. I would be scared that I'm gonna wake up with a knife in my back, in
So
my
E.
head. No,
So E.
seriously,
So
like
so
that's how I think.
Yeah.
all right. So
Be-
E. So if you was in that relationship, wouldn't you just have all three of them in the bed with you, so you don't got to
you
worry
know
about
what?
I
having
mean,
different?
you know what,
Nah, you
Trey?
ain't
I
think about it like
would. No,
that,
no,
bro.
no. You know what? I would, but
I
even
just
with
have
that,
all three in the bed,
but
bro.
you can't do the same thing with all three. One of them is going to feel
Yeah, one
slighted.
of
It
them is
sound
gonna
good.
definitely
It's
feel
E.
slighted.
it sound like
Listen,
one
you,
person can say, "Oh, I don't mind." He does this with her. All
Mm-hmm.
that shit
bruh,
sound good,
bruh, bruh. All
but
you
no,
gotta
bro.
do is
I mean, what
you
if
gotta
she's
have a
more
monthly.
flexible than the other woman, and you
You
can
gotta
do
have
this
a
with
honey
this?
pack.
Like, what?
You gotta have a honey pack subscription. E. The honey packs,
Man, you gotta
they
have
come
more
to
than
the
that,
house.
man. You
They
gotta
come
have
to the
more than
house.
that,
The girls on TikTok putting a honey pack honey over the chicken for their man, and
man, bro.
bruh, that's all
But
you gotta
okay,
do. I
but
got it
look at
figured
this.
out.
But look at this.
I
So
got it
what
figured out.
about so let me ask this. Let me pose this question because we talking about the men, and it seems like how it's described is for the men, and it's like a lot of that type
The
of thing is
the
based for
women
the
with
man.
that.
But
women
can
with
the
that.
women? My
They
question
with it.
is: are the women allowed to? So are the women? I guess it depends on your agreement. But just how are the women allowed to have other guys? See, that's the real
Hell
question.
no.
I
That's the
mean,
real
see, and
question.
see,
Hell no.
that's where the
No,
the
it's no that.
misunderstanding and the
That's the real
miscommunication
question.
going to come into play. Like, what type of polyamorous relationship are you
Nah,
willing to
man,
have?
dog.
Because this woman might want to have one
That's a
with two
train.
men.
That's a train.
You
That's
might
a
want to
train.
have it with two
Ah,
women.
That's
You
a
so
know, so that's
that's a
why it's a
train.
big.
hey, look, hey Trey, hey, look. So tell me this, right? So tell me this, right? You decide to get in
That's that
one.
green line. That's that
Nah,
green
nah,
line.
nah, nah. You in one, and
Not you in
you got
one.
three.
You got your girls.
You got
Okay.
your girls,
Uh-huh.
and
Hmm.
then one of them say,
I got my
I'm
Oh,
gonna
girls.
I'll bring
step
my
out
man.
today. Yeah, I'm going on a little date.
Oh
When
nah.
I come back, I'm gonna
Nah.
bring my man home. We not gonna do it in the
Yeah.
same room, but we gonna be in a separate room. But I'm gonna get
Nah.
mines in, and this is one big family.
No, no,
He
hell no.
waking up, cooking
The
breakfast in
dude,
your house,
the dude.
walking through the
Let me
joint
tell you something
naked.
about
What's
What's
some
up,
women.
cuz?
breakfast?
Let me tell you
And
that we can dish it out, but we cannot take that shit. You not bringing. And if he bigger than me, if he in there, and she screaming louder with this nigga in
so,
there, whoa, hey
uh,
dog, hey
bruh.
dog, hey
Hold
dog,
on, hold on. But we got
you are not bringing Bobby. Bobby in there doing, Bobby in there doing
Boy, come
construction.
that Joe,
I'll
bring
be
it
like,
back.
hey Bobby, get the fuck out, Bobby, get the fuck out, you
hey,
fucking my shit up,
look, but
you fucking my shit
so
up.
you'll only be okay with it if your woman wants to
Yes,
bring in another woman. You can't
yes,
be biased. If you
that's
gonna
how this
call your
relationship
ass,
works.
no, no,
Yeah, I
absolutely not.
can't.
And we
Yeah, I
got
can't.
Tata in the comments fighting for it. Like,
Saying what?
she's going in. She like, it's not just for the men.
She said, "Why not two
If
men?"
they
Nah,
want,
you
she's
tripping?
like, that's why you got to be on the same page with the person, and like she going in for it. So
Nah,
I feel
Oh
like some
wow,
people
okay.
agree with it and other people aren't agreeing with it. I feel like it's just for the man. If any, because I'm not gonna want to do it. I'm not attracted to a woman, so no, I'm not gonna want to have no type of
But you
polyamorous
don't
and
have
stuff
to
or
be,
nothing.
but you don't have to be with the woman. You can just share the man.
No,
you
I'm not
You
share,
don't want to do
sharing.
share
that.
the
I'm not
man.
sharing nothing.
Nah,
I
but
don't
listen.
share. He ain't got
You
enough to
wouldn't do
go
that.
Wait,
around.
you
Oh,
not
tell me
wait,
this.
you
No,
not
tell
look,
me
you
this
not
He
though.
going
ain't
you
got
not
Okay.
gonna work.
enough.
No, how
You
about
not
this?
gonna
How
work. You
about
not gonna
this?
work then.
All right, listen to this. How about this, right? So let's say that the guy is able to retire you and you don't have to work another day in your life. You're provided anything that you want, clothing, food, trips. You never have to work another day in your life. Would you consider it?
Yeah, would you
No,
consider it? Donnie,
no,
Donnie, you don't
no.
have to
I don't
work.
want to share my man
Donnie,
with nobody.
Donnie, you only
No,
You
gotta
don't
wash
have to
clothes
work
once a
again.
month. You only gotta wash clothes once a
I know
month.
y'all is not trying to. Not.
Tina,
I know you was
Tina,
not trying to convince me.
No, I'm
Tina,
just think about it though. Just
Deidre,
think about it.
you
Just
I
think
got
thought
about
Shawnee
it.
about
over
it.
there.
I thought about it,
Shawnee,
and I said no.
Shawnee, she
Mm.
know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? You got
Shawnee better
Deidre
not
on the
get her
stove.
ass in my kitchen.
You feel
See,
me?
She
there you
bet.
go.
It's our
I'm
kitchen. It's
too
our kitchen.
territorial. I am way too territorial. You can't cook in my
Listen,
kitchen.
Donnie,
You can't
Donnie,
satisfy my man because I'm no,
Donnie.
no. I don't care if he gonna have me laid. I do not care. I'm not sharing. I'm sorry, and I'm
Listen,
You can't
stamping
do
that.
it.
I can't do it.
you know what, Donnie? You are not going to work in the polyamorous.
Yeah, it's not for you.
I'm
You
gonna just talk to
think?
you on the phone. I'm gonna talk to you on the phone, but you are not invited to my house. Man, we be having fun like shit over here, and you over here beef, and you over there
you,
alone,
you
mad.
see,
I'm gonna be
you
over
see,
there
messed
with
the
a
whole
Hey,
whole
joint up.
attitude because
hey,
I'm gonna be
bro.
let her
Hey, she
touch
bring
your
our whole shit up,
shoulder.
dog.
Yeah.
Let her touch your
Hell nah,
shoulder. I'm
Donnie.
pushing her hand off your shoulder. Like she want to massage your feet. I'm gonna move over and start massaging your feet. I'm gonna take it out of her hand. And then, like,
Ta-
I'm very, very territorial.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
Yeah,
no.
you ain't
hey,
gonna be able to do that.
love under the score said, I'm not sharing nothing. She was like, she was like,
She
no,
said, I want
I
them
want it
Hey
all to
all
man, you
in my
myself.
tweaking
I
on
house.
know
that.
that's right, love. I know that's
It's not
right.
for hey,
Hey,
Tata
y'all,
said it's
drop
not for
it in the
everyone.
comment, though. Who
Yeah,
would be
Yeah, I'm
interested
curious
in
though.
polyamorous
yeah. Who would be?
But
relationships?
think
So we,
about the part, but also think about the part that let's just say, in this hypothetical, that the guy can actually, you don't have to work another day in your life,
you don't gotta
Mm-hmm.
work.
and
My
you
man
going
work
on
for
trips,
Metro.
you getting everything that you
Not
want,
for Metro.
all that.
My man worked for Metro. He about to
All right,
retire.
had one of them.
He 54. He 54. He 54. He got two 30-year-olds over there. He working on the third one. And Donnie, you gonna be the fourth one. You gonna be like the den mother. You gonna be like the den mother in there, Donnie. You gonna come get them all straight for me, Donnie. You
Hey,
see what I'm saying? Y'all work
look.
the schedule out. I'm gonna go to work. And then when I get back,
But that's how
yeah.
it's seeming to look like you're going to have to end up in these kinds of relationships nowadays, because it's very hard for somebody to practice monogamy.
But
Like
yeah.
it's I feel like every man that I dated, they wanted multiple men, I mean multiple women.
Oh shit.
And
Whoa.
Okay. Oh shit.
well,
Okay, Donnie.
Slow
Lord
What you said,
down.
Donnie?
Jesus, I hope they didn't want them. But I'm saying they wanted multiple women. So it's like, to me, you were never satisfied. So I feel like a man being in a polyamorous relationship is somebody that you can't please, because he wants too much, and you got to get it from multiple people, and then you're still not satisfied because you're going to want to add another one into the bunch to do something else.
That's
So,
true.
Hey,
I
like,
say
hey.
I say whatever
Go ahead, E.
works for I say whatever works for the person, right? With your choice. But I think for a man, I really think that you putting yourself in a dangerous situation when you're dealing
mm-hmm,
with women and emotions. And I think that
Shit.
you because you can have a
Because
situation where the woman gets jealous and does something to the other woman, and she's getting sick every day because the one woman put something in her food. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
about all that
yeah.
type of stuff
But
because it's
what's
just I don't know, man. That's just a
but
bit
what's
much.
One
worse
person
though,
get
E.
attention more than the
But
other.
but
It
what's
comes
worse
like
though,
it.
E, is if okay, let's say my man got four joints in the house. Now,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna notice if one of them coming in a little bit later. You feel what I'm saying? He gonna start to.
Yeah.
If she out there messing around on him, he's gonna be hurt. I'm telling
But
you how
he
men
gonna
are.
be hurt,
He
but he
gonna be
got three
hurt.
others though.
No, but no, he got no, but no. It's something about her. It's something about her. It's a very controlling mindset, right?
Yeah.
If he got six in the house and one of them is cheating, he gonna be hurt. He gonna
Yeah.
be hurt.
But
He
you in
gonna
a
be mad at the
polyamorous
other
relationship,
five.
so the rules should apply
Yeah, we
for
can't take
them
that
as
though.
well. You
Nah, no,
can't
I
just
need
We
you to
want
be
it
can't
all
do
loyal.
to
It's
that.
about
yourself.
loyalty, Donnie. It's about loyalty, Donnie.
Okay, she could be loyal. She could be
We
loyal with
can't.
her
Yeah.
It's
drink,
about
you
loyalty,
know, and
Donnie.
bring
We
him
know what
in.
this is, baby. We know what
Like,
this is.
Well, the
nah,
Hey,
man.
to
hey, look, Tata said you're not cheating if y'all all in the same relationship. Whatever.
I guess that's a lot.
Whatever.
And then
That's
we didn't
yeah.
even talk about who's
Yeah, we
strapping
gotta
up and
have
who not.
rules,
We ain't even
dog.
talking about
Exactly.
who's strapping up
Well,
and who
you know,
not.
you was watching
We
Sister
don't need
Wives
to.
and all of that other stuff. They were saying that a lot of the time. I know that it was like a black couple on there one time. You know, they would get tested and they had to eat a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So all of them could be on the same pH balance and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
she ain't doing all
that,
that shit.
like, some people aren't structured
Oh,
like that.
stop
You
that.
just want to
She
have
ain't doing all
multiple
that shit,
people to
bro.
do what you
That's
want
too
to
much,
do.
man. I'm good.
It's a lot. I think it's a lot of responsibility.
Especially for a man. And,
It's
hey,
easy,
women
bro. It's
always
easy, dog.
got something to say and complain. And God, just one. Now I got to deal with three doing all that.
Exactly. Like
Man, I
three types
jump
of
out the window or
headaches.
something, man.
Right.
I can't do it. But anyway,
It's
let's
things
get
to
to
handle
this.
at the end.
We're gonna get to this what tonight's topic, main topic. We talked about a lot, but the main topic tonight was supposed to be BBLs, right? And I
Mm,
had to look into this because I always hear the term BBL, but I didn't know exactly what it meant. And
mm-hmm,
so I'm gonna just read for those who don't know, because I didn't know exactly what it meant. I always heard of it. But what is a Brazilian butt lift? That's what a BBL is, a Brazilian butt lift, right? And it
mm,
says a Brazilian butt lift, BBL, is a surgery where a doctor transfers fat from your belly, hips, lower back, or thighs to your buttocks. The result
mm.
is more of an hourglass shaped figure with larger, with a large, I don't want to keep saying buttocks. That's what it says. That sounds dumb to me. With a larger ass, right?
Big ol' ass. Oh,
It's
big ol'
not
ass.
an actual lift because it doesn't try to raise your buttocks. Instead, it
Ass cheek.
it increases volume, right? A BBL can give you smaller looking waist if the fat comes from your belly or lower back. In a
Mm,
two-step procedure, doctors remove the fat using liposuction. Liposuction. This is a cosmetic procedure that sucks out fat with a small plastic tube called a cannula.
Okay.
Then the fat is injected into the ass area. You might hear the doctor call this operation gluteal fat grafting, as
Mhm.
augmentation with fat grafting and safe as augmentation. Some people have what's called a skinny BBL because they don't have enough fat on their bodies. The doctor may remove it from other areas of the body or have them gain weight before the procedure. If you
Mhm.
don't have enough fat on your body, using fat from a donor is not a safe option. A Brazilian butt lift can be risky and even fatal, but is considered safer than other procedures to change how your ass looks. In recent
Mhm.
years, surgeons have changed the way they do it to make it safer. Now, with all that said, it's still very dangerous. Any surgery is dangerous, period, right?
Mhm.
So these are
Mhm.
surgeries that are not. I'm not gonna say. I guess I could say it's not mandatory that you have these surgeries. This is a choice that you're
Mhm.
making when you had a surgery.
Yeah.
Um, I can't speak for women, and I'm not going to begin to. So what I'm going to do is, for at least the beginning of this conversation, I'm gonna ask Danya what does she feel about the BBLs, women getting them, and
Hey,
how do you feel
hey,
about it,
E.
Danya?
Let me ask Donnie a quick question real quick.
What's that?
Before you start, can how many BBLs have you had? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, see, one thing about me, darling, everything was God given. You heard me. I don't need a BBL. I'm toting too much over here.
Go ahead, Donnie. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
But I feel like if a woman wants to enhance her derriere, then she does have the option to do so. And I feel like, I guess because of what it is that we see on TV, how women are portrayed, we want to be able to be in that number with them, for those that want to go that route. Is I don't necessarily believe that it's a self-esteem thing either, but it could also be self-esteem because
It's
some people
absolutely
really
self-esteem.
don't got no booty back there. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people ain't gonna call them out. I ain't gonna say no
Oh shit.
names.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
However,
Damn.
uh, but
So
what?
do they know they don't have no ass, or do you know?
Oh
Do
yeah,
you think that they
yeah,
know?
yeah. They
Okay,
know.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go
They
ahead. Go ahead.
know. They
That's
know
fine.
that he got no
Okay.
ass.
Okay.
But they got a big old booty. You know what I'm saying? When they
Okay.
wear a little
True.
dress or something, I
Okay.
hype them up a
Okay.
little bit.
True. True.
Even though it ain't
True.
nothing
Got a
back
little
there.
bubba. Little bubba.
I got a little fatty under there. But
Go ahead, man.
But I wouldn't want to get a BBL. I would want to get a breast augmentation. I wouldn't want to get breast implants. But if I could take some fat from my booty and put it in my breast, then I
Okay.
would definitely do that. It'll take a lot from my stomach and put it in there. And it'll just be because, I want to feel okay. It's not that I'm insecure about anything, but I feel like I always wanted to go bigger in my breasts. I have nice sized breasts, but I want to be bigger. I wanted to be fuller.
Okay.
I want to be able to wear cleavage without, having the space. I mean, wear shirts without having the space in the middle of my breast. I want it. Will I do it?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though the mortality rate is high, yeah, I still do it if I had the finances.
That's the crazy part. Go ahead, E.
So I was going to say, in this article, it says, and I forgot to shout out, it's called Radiance, something like that from a site. And so it says, how common are these BBLs? And it says BBLs are popular and people keep getting them despite the safety warnings. That's the main thing.
Come on, man.
In the US, they're most common in Florida. In 2020, doctors performed 21,823 BBLs. That is down from 28,000 in 2019, but the decrease could be because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Mm,
In the U.S., there were 61,000 butt augmentations. that includes BBL and implants.
Mm-hmm.
2021 up to 30% from the year before. So the bottom line is everybody getting these joints. That's what it seems like. And for me,
Yeah,
I'm not a woman, but my thing is this: it's a risk in any surgery. If
it
you are going to get
is.
it, make sure that you go to a reputable place. People go out the country
Absolutely.
and they don't really know, you know, I don't know if they do any research on the doctors and stuff like that. Is it worth it? Just depends. I don't know how it feels and don't want to know how it feels. Not to have an ass and all that stuff. I'm not a woman, so I don't know how all that feels. So I can't speak on why a person should get them or why they shouldn't. My thing is just to be careful. Now, in terms of
Mm-hmm.
my personal preference, when I see when I hang out and when I go to little spots,
Be careful,
lounges
E.
and
Be
stuff
careful.
like
Be
that,
careful. Go ahead. Be careful.
it seems like a lot of the bartenders and a lot of the what do you call the girls? Not bartenders,
Strippers.
but what's the other
Bottle
joint?
service
But
girls.
yeah,
What?
bottle service
Okay.
girls. It
Strippers.
seems like a lot of them have them, and
Yeah.
so it's like the new
Well,
thing.
yeah.
And when it looks natural, and I can't tell, I don't know you have it, but it looks so dumb to me when you
Mm-hmm.
got little teeny legs and little thighs, and then this big old
And a
diaper
big
looking
old
ass,
situation.
and it just look crazy to
That's
me.
dumb as
And
shit,
it's just
dog.
like, I
Dumb
mean,
as shit.
it's like if you're gonna do that, I mean, I don't know. So I'm not knocking anybody, but at least try to get it to match. If you have a
He
small
said, "Get
Yeah.
this
if you
shit to
have a
match."
small body,
Yeah.
you don't need a giant ass if it's not gonna match. So I don't know, man.
So
But
I
But
think
making it
that's
look
where
worse
I'm
and make
at
that shit
with
making
it
it look
though.
worse, dog. You should let that shit how it was. Tata said, "Stop going to the bootleg doctors in the back of the tattoo place to
exactly.
get to get to get your BB. You didn't even get the L. You just got the BB. You just
She
get the
gave
L.
you
You
just got
dig?
the BB.
So the thing is that this is the highest. This shit has the highest mortality rate out of all surgeries.
Hmm.
That's the craziest part about it because you have one death out of every 3,000 procedures. That
So is
that's
this just strictly for the BBL or
this is
this
this
is
is
the
strictly for the BBL because you have so many groups, you have so many women that are choosing so many random doctors, right?
yeah.
Like like
Yeah.
like E was saying, you have some people who do fantastic work. But if I
Hmm.
can't afford you, I'm gonna go to Mexico. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to you know what I'm saying, the DR or whatever. As a matter of fact, you're gonna spend between $5,000 and $7,000 in DR for the same procedure that you will spend $12,000 on
Yeah, I wouldn't
and
go out the
right,
country.
right, right. So, well, excuse me, $12,000 is the minimum on that.
Mm.
So secondly, another reason why young women go overseas to get them is because they it's a law about how much tissue you could take from the
Mhm.
stomach in the U.S.
Mhm.
In Mexico and other countries, it's no limit.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? But still,
Yeah.
if I'm not going to do shit to myself where I can't sit down for 2 damn weeks or three
No,
damn weeks, dog,
and
you got me fucked up.
for anybody
You got
thinking
me fucked up.
about
Take your ass to the gym. Take your ass to the gym. How about that?
right,
I mean squats, you
Yeah,
could do
squats.
squats.
whatever happened with working out, but
Whatever happened to
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
the complications that can come with it, and I'm just for
Yeah,
anybody
it's
thinking,
real
anybody
shit.
listening that's thinking about it, says any surgery comes with risk. The risks of a Brazilian butt lift include fat being injected too deeply, leading to fat embolization. It says
Mhm.
this is a condition where fat gets into your bloodstream,
Yeah.
travels to your heart or lungs, blocking arteries or veins.
Yeah.
Some other risks are infection after surgery, changes to skin sensation, including numbness, loose skin, especially where the liposuction is performed, scarring, bruising,
Mhm.
swelling, and skin discoloration. So that's just some of the some of the things that can go wrong when you get the
Mhm.
surgery.
Mhm.
Um, it's just I look at it like this. Years ago,
Be
something
careful,
like
E.
this wasn't even.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. My bad. I thought you was going somewhere else. Go ahead.
no, I was saying like years ago, this wasn't even an option
Yeah.
to
So,
have.
so hold on, E. Let me stop you right there. Let me because years ago they were being done, but just like in our neighborhoods, they were getting done by some grimy fake doctors, right?
Yeah.
Like years ago, just like E said, we're gonna say the years ago story when I used to be in clubs where I walked into the wrong club and women were naked. It was an accident, right? So check it
Mhm.
out. So I sat
Accident.
down.
Go ahead. My bad. I
Yeah, it
just
was an
heard. I
accident, bro.
didn't
Yeah, you
know.
know
You
what I
know.
mean? I thought it was a
Oh,
cat
now we
craze.
really in the
I
rec
thought it
room.
was
I
I
ain't.
I
All right.
I thought it was a 60th birthday party. It was something else going on. So I stayed. You feel me? My
Mhm.
ride left. I stayed. You dig? I sat down, right? Allegedly. But
Mm.
so anyway,
Allegedly.
a young lady came over and something must have happened to her clothes because she ain't have them on. They was somewhere else. So anyway, so she sat down, and when I'm telling you, this was probably like the early 2000s. Her her ass felt like it was literal cement in it. Like
Are you
Hard.
serious, bro?
yo,
Oh,
I swear
wow.
I swear to you that this happened. But this was so they've been happening with the injections. You had
How was the
girls that
lap dance though? How was it?
bruh, it was a cement. It was
It
a
was all
fucking
right.
cement. It was a cement dance. It wasn't no.
Oh,
You feel
okay.
me? It
I
was it
get
was
you.
Brick.
construction
She
work.
was a,
It was
she was
construction
a
work.
brick house for sure, huh?
Yeah, yo, come on, man, yo, man. I left after that. I needed to go home, bro. So because though like mentally, like I've never like experienced something like that. But my thing is, why would you let somebody inject that? But you're not thinking about the long term effects, right?
Yeah.
When it's happening to you. YouTube, it's endless stories on there about the bad things that happen, burns,
Yeah.
people injecting silicone inside of your body and using Elmer's glue, regular glue, to try to cover up the wounds. It's so many real doctors that talk
What?
about what happens to women who go to doctors who are not vetted. It's a TikTok doctor right now who's being sued because she's doing her TikTok videos while she's doing surgeries, doing butt enhancements, whatever. She's
Hmm.
being sued for botching people. Right?
Oh
Like literally
wow.
right now she's in court. But it's like what if if the gym, if a workout program, if a trainer, if squats, that does not even come into play. We want like a lot of women, they want to go directly. Go ahead, E.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm saying I think that it's a lot with you have to learn to love yourself for who you are
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and what you have.
absolutely.
And so I can't speak for a person of a woman who who doesn't have an ass and she grew up getting teased and, she always wanted one and now, she has the opportunity to do it. I can
Hmm.
understand that thought process. Even, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand that. But at the same time, you just have to think about, the consequences. And I just think that it's up to a person. But if you really can learn to love yourself for who you are and what you have, that may not be a road that you would go down, but
My
to each
Yeah.
his
question,
own.
my question would be, what if that wasn't an option? You like you see what I'm saying? It's like people are influenced by Kim Kardashian, social media,
For sure.
right?
Hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So like when I was coming up, like I didn't see like none of my aunts, none of them was talking about none of this shit, right? They was
Hmm.
just like, you know what I mean? Like a man, the right man is going to love you whether you got you a big old ass or you got
But I
you a flat
don't. I
ass.
don't think that
A
it
man, a man.
necessarily have to do with a
No, I
man
think
or
it.
please
I think
like
it does because I don't
attracting
think
the
that they.
man.
I don't.
Because,
I
like I
don't. I
said,
don't.
with my breasts, it wouldn't have
Okay.
been because of a male. It because I breastfed my children. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to enhance it, like lift it a little bit, make it a little bit more fuller, and go from there. But it's like I said, it
So
doesn't
as a
necessarily
woman,
have to do with insecurities or a
A man
man.
still gonna love the twins though.
I mean,
So
I have great
I
twins.
was trying to say it the best way I could. I'm just trying to tell y'all
When
that
I
look,
say
a
that,
man
people
gonna
like
go anyway.
you have great
A
breasts.
man gonna go anyway.
However, I feel like I could use a little more. I want a
Okay.
little more. I don't
so
feel like
Danya,
my breasts match my body. I
so
feel
as
like
a
my breast is
woman,
smaller.
you think that in your opinion, you feel like that women do this less about a man and more about themselves, or more
Yeah.
about okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, from my opinion, I can't speak for all women, but I do believe that at some point they're going to be, engaging with the attention that they get. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know for people
I
like myself, I want to do it because I want to do it.
okay.
Well, sometimes it seems it's a confidence booster. Like I'll give a
It
example
definitely
for
is.
the artist Scissor, right? And so I
Oh,
saw her before years ago
oh.
when she did a Breakfast Club interview. How her face looks a lot different than it looks now. And I think
Shorty did her
recently,
whole body.
yeah, recently she got
Scissor
it
is
looks like she
perfect.
got
Don't
a
come for
BBL,
scissor.
right? No,
Don't
I'm
come for
not.
scissor.
So
No,
she
no, no.
got a
I'm talking to
BBL,
Donnie.
and
But
she actually
let E say
looks
what he gotta say, and then I'll
Go
say
ahead,
something.
E.
she looks a little I mean actually hers look good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean her joint look all right,
Scissor
right?
is
So, but I'm
yeah.
saying that now that she got it, you can see that her confidence is boosted, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
all she do is take them type of pictures, kind of showing it. And so
Mm-hmm.
maybe for her it was a confidence booster and it worked out. So to each his own, but hers do look all right. What you about to say, Trey?
Nah, I'm just saying that scissor is her, bro. Scissor
I
is
like
Nah, she
I
all
I
right.
liked
you
Scissor
dig.
before. I
Scissor got
didn't
a
see it
BBL.
was
She got
anything.
Yeah,
BBL.
hell yeah,
She
she got
got
Oh, I
one.
love
all
She got
BBLs.
some.
I
that.
I love BBLs. Oh yeah, I love
So it
BBLs.
You
looks
ain't
it
say
looks
that
weird
earlier.
to me.
You just said it felt like cement. Now you
I
love it
changed.
because it's scissor.
Nah,
All right, I
no,
got you,
she had the
Trey.
BB. No,
First it
she
was
got
cement.
hers.
Now,
No,
now you
no,
love it. All right, I
bro, she
got
got her from off New York Avenue. That's a whole
you.
different. That's a whole different. You dig? That's a whole. But like Tata was saying, like the people that we see on TV, they have the money to go to the top people and get
True.
these procedures done,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it's the females who feel that they have to look like that and they don't have the income, so they settle for people that's basically that can put them in a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on. T
Long
Street
term.
said she also said in the song that she don't want all of that ass no more. So you making
Well,
decisions.
not the way she take pictures. I mean, she seemed like she loved it to
Oh,
me.
so listen, didn't Black China get hers taken out? She got taken out, right?
She got, yeah,
Yeah,
well,
she got hers. She got hers
it, it,
taken out, and
it's an
so
artist
they
named
came
Dream Doll.
Michelle.
And Dream Doll is a girl named, artist named Dream Doll. And she said she had a few surgeries to get it taken out
She got it
too.
Yeah,
taken
So,
out. See what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, but to me, like, Black China now she looks okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
don't, I don't really see no problem with that. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
she
But,
attractive.
but I'm just not really with the situation of you putting your health at risk because you feel like you have to because of outside pressure. You see
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
I
don't seem
saying?
think,
like it's
like I
worth
said,
it.
I would do my
Yeah.
research. I would look up the best doctors, before I make that type of decision. I want to know the doctor's mortality rate. If you got a mortality rate on your belt, then I probably wouldn't go through with it. But at the same time, like it would just make me feel a little better about what I have going on as opposed to, doing it to please other people or to just look good.
All right,
So,
so I got one last question about it, right?
mhm,
Mm.
And let's talk about kids, right? So, Don, I'm gonna ask you,
mhm.
um, if you, I don't know if you have a daughter or not, but let's just
Yeah,
say
I have a daughter.
hypothetically, right?
Got three daughters.
Kids in general, or your kids, and your daughter came to you and said that maybe she's like 16 and she says that she wants one. Would you talk? Do you think that you would talk her out of it? Would you encourage it? Would you say do what you want when you're an adult? What advice would you give her?
I would definitely tell her, my daughter is 19 and my daughter, she has a really pretty shape. So I never have to go through that. But if she would have definitely come to me and say that, I would try to kind of like talk her out of it. Why? Because she's still at that age where she's growing, and like I explained to my daughter now, like you may not feel that you have all of this going on now, but when you have children, your
Hmm.
body is going to change,
Yeah, man.
so everything gets bigger at its own time. And so I would encourage her not to do it. Now, if she's
Okay,
my age or something like that and she want to do it, I'll support her.
true. Trey, how
Listen,
you feel about it?
listen, man. I love natural black women. Like they
Hmm.
beautiful anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so whack. Like when I used to frequent, those places that I was talking about earlier, I don't even know the
Hmm.
names of them.
I
But
bet.
I bet you don't.
when I used to frequent them, right? Like you said, you can tell like it sticks out and it's not in a good way. Like you
Mm-hmm.
could tell who had the augmentations done, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not like flattering. Now
Yeah.
it'll be flattering to a shallow dude. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then once you out here, you spending all this money. These dudes flying you out. They paying for all this. Them niggas is shallow as I don't know what. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as they get done with you, they're gonna do the same thing with somebody else if they can afford it. But the thing
Yeah.
is that just because you have that shouldn't be the reason why you think that you winning or you're attracting these men who are shallow because your breasts are super big or your butt is super big. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking from that guy's perspective. Who listen. Black women, y'all good. You good anyway. You got a flat old ass. Somebody gonna rub that flat old ass. You see what I'm saying? Somebody gonna rub on that flat old ass. And that's all I'm saying. That's
But
all
you
I'm
know
saying.
what? I used to
I
have
feel what you're saying.
insecurities about my behind because I used to have a lot of it. I mean, I
Okay.
ain't even gonna say used to. I have a lot of it, but growing up, having a big butt wasn't a thing. I used to
Okay.
get teased for that, so I used to say I want to take some from my butt and put it on my breast because my breast wasn't as big as my butt was, and I was flat chested and had a lot of booty,
So
you
is
know.
that's why you going to Florida in September, Donnie?
That's the real reason.
Is that what we doing? Is that what we
I
doing,
would,
Donnie?
hey, look. Hey,
I
look. I
mean,
think,
Donnie. It's
look.
just it's just us here. Go ahead.
Hey, look. If I look, let me meet Doctor Miami. Hey, look. What can you do with
Doctor,
these, baby? What can you
Doctor.
He
do?
the most powerful one. But I'm just kind of end it with this. I'm gonna just say in terms of if I had a daughter,
Oh
um
yeah. I gotta
I
answer that
don't
question.
yeah, I would my whole thing is practice men or women, period. Just practice loving yourself. You know what I mean? When you
Period,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm
man.
not saying that, and I don't want to come off like if you got surgery, you don't love yourself. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
Nah.
Do what
We're
you
not
want,
saying that. We're
you
not saying
know,
that.
and make the best decision for you. But my message is just everyone just try to make sure that you love yourself because when you really love
Mm-hmm.
yourself, you don't do certain things, just
Period.
Mm-hmm.
period overall. And that's not to say don't get the surgery or whatever, but focus on loving yourself. And then if you still make the decision after you know that you love yourself, then that's a whole different story. But that's
I
my
love
message, man.
myself because I could do with or I could do without. So, like I
Period.
said,
Period.
on
So
period.
so with my daughter, she already knows. She ain't even gonna come talk to daddy about that. She already know. My daughter's 6, and
You gonna
that's
tell her
about it.
no?
She not even gonna ask me the question because she gonna know that we're not even that we don't even talk like that. Period. Go over there, sit your ass down. That's it. Period. I love you. Daddy love you.
But
Two
Okay.
in the
it's in
building,
our
Trey.
same body.
Yeah. She go with the body. All right, look. So look, we got a lot of we got the beehive in the building tonight.
Hey, when
Look,
Danya
okay,
on this joint, it's the
bruh,
most people ever. She bring the
bruh.
crowd. Go ahead though.
She got people that's locked up on here. She got people that's free. She got people from Southeast. She got them from Michigan. She got a cousin from Michigan. Goodness
Look, I
gracious.
got them all over,
She got the
baby. I got them in
beehive. She
the
got the
hood and in the
beehive.
suburbs.
All right. So we got Delonte Fishu. He in here.
With
We got
that, baby.
we got Tata in here. We got my man
Hey,
John
Ty.
Scott. We got beautiful butterfly. Hello, beautiful butterfly.
Hey.
We got love underscore.
Hey.
Okay, we got Miss India Fishu. We got Kia.
What's
We got
up,
Kia.
y'all?
We got Kay Thomas in the house. We got Sierra Jackson. Okay, goodness gracious. We got Marcus. We got my man Marcus Fowler. He in here.
What
He
up?
had a crush on Donnie since 1994. He said, "You did."
Who said that?
Okay.
We got
You got a secret crush.
we got
Not a
Darius.
secret no more.
We got Darius, the author in here, acting all bougie. You dig? We got your man Darius in here. We
Oh,
got
what's
Darius
good,
in
D?
here. We got iDoc Fail in here. Who else we got? We
Hey.
have Nicole Mayfield in here. I don't know what she's doing in here.
Hey, Nicole.
I ain't even gonna say what she's doing. We got UVM FYYVP in here. We got A Moody 82. What up? We got
Hey.
TVE PT BMU. I told y'all stop doing that with the letters. We got ESM. We got the fabulous Miss Ladybug in the house.
Hey, Ladybug.
Man, we are deep in here, man. You got your whole family lineage.
I mean, we run deep.
man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? We squad up.
Oh, yeah. We got my girl Nook Nook. My girl Nook Nook in here.
Hi, Nook Nook.
Nook Nook in here holding it. You dig?
Well, that's what's up, man. I just want to say,
hold on,
we appreciate.
Hold
You
on.
ain't finished?
We got AJ. We got AJ in here. We got Deidre Baylor. We got Deidre Baylor in here. Bro, we deep. We got our Mr. McCargo. We got Dope in here. Bro, we hard here tonight, though. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, bro. We good. That's it.
Well, that's what's up, man. I just want to say I appreciate everybody who tunes in and listens. I appreciate Danya for being a guest tonight. Again, she's
a pleasure.
part of the family at this point.
First lady on the mic.
Yeah, and just thank you all. We are. Please go to our Instagram page. Follow us at the Rec Room Pod. The pod can be listened to anywhere pods are available. The main place that I push everyone is to YouTube. The Rec Room
y'all
Pod
go
on
watch
YouTube.
that
So
on YouTube.
you can go to the Instagram page. Follow us on Instagram, the Rec Room Pod. The link is in there for YouTube. And subscribe to the YouTube page. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the pod. As I always say, but now I think we narrowed it down. In September, we will be shooting the pod in person. So you'll be able to put faces with the voices, and I can't wait for that. And with that being said, to the next time.
Thank y'all. Peace.
Thank y'all.
See y'all next week. Thank y'all.